Hi there, I'm Dr. Francesca Zampollo, and as you know, I talk about food design. Today, I want to talk about this news that has been going around the web for the past 3 or 4 days, and apparently such a revolutionary thing that is happening. So we have to talk about it, and I have quite a few things to say about it. So Dunkin Donuts tweeted. More sustainable while still keeping your beverages hot and your hands cool. By May 2020, all Dunkin Donuts US restaurants will be serving hot coffee in our new double-walled paper cups. So this is the news. Dunkin Donuts has this, and this is the website, their website, where they explain a little bit more about this. They have started to shift all their paper cups from from plastic foam to paper cups. And okay, so good. This is a sentence that I think is one of the most important. This move of going from plastic styrofoam cups to paper cups, complements Dunkin Donuts' earlier commitment in the US to have 80% of fiber-based consumer-facing packaging certified to the Sustainable Forestry Initiative standard by the end of this year. 80%, not all of it. Well, better than nothing. Eliminate artificial dyes from its menu, build new, more energy efficient restaurants, and partner with the Rainforest Alliance to source certified coffee. Brilliant. What does it mean to have basically paper stuff certified by the Sustainable Forestry Initiative standard? This is their website, and you can go there if you want. This management standard promotes a responsible forestry practice. Its requirements include measures to protect water quality, biodiversity, wildlife habitat, species at risk, and forests with exceptional conservation value. Brilliant. Okay, so Dunkin Donut is going to replace these cups with these styrofoam cups with cups that are made of paper. Okay, the first thing that I want to do is showing you some of the comments to this tweet, because it's hilarious to see what people think about this move. I'll never buy your coffee again. Styrofoam or nothing. This one is great. The styros are great and the new ones are not. They did a trial at my local Dunkin Donuts. Slippery, changed taste, and so on and so forth. And it's fair to say there are way more positive comments than negative comments. But first of all, I mean, it's just mind-blowing to me that there are negative comments. But two of the comments that I like the most are these. You didn't think to get rid of the styrofoam 10 years ago? Always late to the ball, Cinderella. In fact, there are companies that have started doing this ship at least 10 years ago. And so, better late than never. And okay. Now, let's talk about this actual change for a moment. Styrofoam, very bad for the environment. It's categorized as plastic number 6. So it can actually be recycled, but in many places it is not recycled due to contamination, because food contamination. Because styrofoam is very porous, then food or oil and water or whatever can go in. So many recycling places don't accept styrofoam and don't recycle it. So it's bad, right? You should not use it if you can. You shouldn't use any type of plastic if you can. On the other hand, these are paper cups. Brilliant. And we have seen that they will make everything they can to make sure that the paper comes from a place that works in a way that is as sustainable as possible. Brilliant. Still, I haven't found one piece of information that tells us whether these cups are actually compostable. And the difference, what makes a paper cup compostable or not even recyclable, is the internal waterproof lining. Most of paper cups have this lining made of plastic, some type of plastic. Now, the combination of plastic and paper makes paper cups not recyclable in the vast majority of places. If the internal lining instead of is made of wax, then you can compost it. And composting stuff is better for the environment than recycling anything, because recycling entails transportation, processing, energy that is being used, etc. And at the end of the day, most of the materials that are recycled are more expensive than the actual, let's say, virgin material. So most companies prefer, of course, the cost-effective option. That's the reason why buying plastic bottles, for example, is complete nonsense, because only 9% of plastic bottles are actually recycled. So I couldn't find any information on the Dunkin Donuts website that says that these cups are actually recyclable. So are they better for the environment? I couldn't say. I'm not a sustainability expert. I'm not a materials expert, but it seems to me like it is possibly kind of the same. Now, from a consumer perspective, the most environmentally sustainable thing that you can do, and possibly economically more sustainable thing that you can do, is bring your own mug from home, the one that you reuse over and over and over. That is the best solution. That is the only thing that we should be talking about today, not having a news about a shift from styrofoam to paper cup being all over the place. We should bring our own mugs. Now, from a food design perspective, so if you are someone with a food service that serves coffee, the most sustainable thing that you can do is ask people to bring their own mugs and refuse to serve any disposable cups. I know this is controversial. I know this is extreme. I know what I'm saying. I am saying that your business would make people be annoyed because you don't have disposable cups or portable cups. What I am saying is, who cares? Okay, so this is my point of view. We are still completely focused on user centricity, on user-centered design. The user is at the center of our design process, and we have to do everything we can to make his life better. Well, I'm arguing, what if we put the planet at the center of our process and make everything we can and do everything we can to make the planet better and happier and healthier? I would also argue that putting the planet at the center of your design process might actually be the ultimate way of putting the person at the center of your design process. If we design for a better planet, for a healthier planet right now, aren't we ultimately designing for a healthier life for people, even that person who comes to your coffee and is annoyed by the fact that you don't have a disposable cup? Aren't we ensuring a better, healthier air and trees and everything for that person, for his children and his grandchildren and many, many generations after it? I know that what I'm saying is extreme. But I also think that we are at an extreme point in our life on this planet. We have made a mess of it. Our planet is suffering. I think it is our duty as designers, as food designers, as people who put new stuff onto this planet to think about the planet, because thinking about the planet is ultimately a way to think about ourselves. Should we really care that much about those people who will be annoyed because they don't have the paper cup? I don't think we should. Now, you can choose whatever you want to do. You have your own conscience, and it's everything, whatever you choose to do with your own, let's say, cafe or food truck or whatever, it's completely up to you. This is my perspective, and this is what I would do if I had a cafe or a food service that gives away coffee. Also, let me say this, we might be in front of a business opportunity here. Let's think for a moment about the fact that a place like Dunkin Donuts probably sells millions of coffee every day worldwide. Every coffee on a paper cup, so millions of now paper cups or whatever type of disposable cups every day. That's a lot of cups going around. What if Dunkin Donuts, or maybe your own cafe or food truck or whatever, decided not to have any disposable cups at all, and instead bought a bunch of reusable mugs and gave for free those to their customers. And in addition, Dunkin Donuts could reward people for coming with their own reusable mug. Like, I don't know, for example, for every 10 coffee that you have with your reusable mug, you have 1 coffee for free. You create a reward system that gets people to come back. Also think about this. When you have a branded cup, whether it's a paper cup or a reusable cup, people walk around with your brand and that's free advertisement. And we all know about that. A paper cup does exactly the same. But then paper cups go into a bin. And when you open a bin, you see a brand that is inside a bin. And in a way, to me, that I believe that there is some type of unconscious processing that goes on there, maybe completely unconscious. A reusable mug is never thrown away. A reusable mug is actually something that people care for and then they bring with them, and maybe they drink even other drinks inside that reusable mug. Food for thought. Now, I doubt that Dunkin Donuts is ever going to see this video, but you, if you have a food service that serves coffee or whatever type of beverage, you can think about this. You can think about giving away reusable mugs. But I think it is important for you to make a very strong decision. I would say reusable mugs, not disposable mugs at all. I think that having both inside your service might be a much less effective solution. Starbucks, for example, they give their coffee on disposable cups, but they also sell reusable mugs. When people have a choice, they're always going to go for the easiest one. Whereas if you make a strong decision, and if I want a coffee from you because I know you sell the best coffee in the world, I know that I have to bring my own mug, you will be training people. You will be training people to be more responsible and, yes, less lazy. And something else, if you had to make a choice like this, no disposable cup, only reusable mugs, you would be showing your clients that you care. That you care about the environment, that you're making very strong, decisive steps, and that you care about people. You care about them, their health, and their children's health, and so on and so forth. And that's why I love food design thinking, because it gets you to think out of the box. It gets you to think about extreme solutions, but sometimes the most extreme solutions are the most rewarding. And these might seem extreme, but really, people want this. People want these changes. People are happy with these changes. In fact, if you go to Dunkin Donuts tweet and you read all the comments, you will see that the vast majority of people is super happy, couldn't wait for it to happen, and a lot of people are already suggesting you should bring your own mugs. People are ready. We are ready. Somehow we always design for the comfort of people, but there's a lot of people who are ready to go out of their comfort zone and bring their own reusable mug. This is it for me. Please let me know if you agree with me or not. I am open to discussion either way. And as always, thank you for watching. Have a lovely day and happy food design.